We'll find out. Exactly. Ain't no way we lose to Ville Marie. Is Marcus here? No? Ah, okay. You're subbing in? Sub?
I didn't think I was here either.
Really?
Yeah.
I almost didn't show up. I would have showed up at like 8. Oops. All worked out. Got here. Broke the law to get here, but oh well.
Well, whatever. Everyone's breaking the law.
That's what I'm saying. Testing, testing. Sorry that the mic was on. I don't know. Whoops. Ladies and gentlemen, the Greater Metro Junior Hockey League proudly presents to you the Russell Cup Playoffs. It's round 3. It's game 2. These teams have already played each other last night in Ville, Quebec, Canada, and we're going to do it all over again here tonight. Rattlers took game 1 by a score of 3-2. It was a late goal in the third period that gave the Rattlers the win, and they held on to take game 1. Starting goaltenders for tonight's contest, you hear JR getting the BWG on their feet here. Oliver Balaj starts in goal for the Bradford Rattlers, and for the Ville Pirates, it's number 33, Emile Bussolet. Tyler Baxter making that first touch-up. He got it through Skripnik, lost the handle. Jordan Rochon, the puck handler, brings it in, but they're just going to say it is offside. Neutral zone faceoff. Erickson against his man. That was Xavier Gagnon, number 17 in white for the Ville Pirates, as you see Oliver Balaj make that easy save. A routine puck shot getting fired on him there by Gagnon. Both teams have tremendous firepower. Tremendous, almost record-breaking regular seasons for both teams. You see the captain Gagnon take the face-off, and he's able to win it. It goes into the corner now where Danila Filipov, he scored the series-winning goal in overtime in Game 3 here in Bradford. And that was the last home game they have played. Skidding around with the puck now is Jordan Rochon. He can get it to the blue line. A shot from the line, redirected. Huge rebound in front, and they score on the rebound. Benoit Cusino Marco gets the Pirates on the board first. They are off and running. Huge start for the Ville Pirates, exactly how you want to start a road game here in Bradford. Quiet down the BWG, and that's exactly what the Ville Pirates have done here. You're looking at Riviere bring the puck into the line. He tried to find his man across. Dylan Henry was picked off by Levitsky before Lamont can make a backhand, intercepted by Trofimov. He comes in not before he got a bunch of stick work down in the zone by Gagnon. Play will continue. Good defensive play there by the Ville Pirates as skating up into the zone as Riviere. He can dump into its corner where Dita Massa was first after it first for the Rattlers. Levitsky, backhand neutral zone pass picked off by Ethan Bork. The always impressive Ethan Bork resembles a lot of Eric Carlson the way he plays, and you can see him now. Bork got a snapshot. Loose in the high slot, touched up, and a whistle sounds. High stick touched up by the Rattlers. Line changes on for both teams. Dylan Riviere, number 88 in white for the Pirates, will take the face-off. Big return tonight for the Bradford Rattlers. Number 20, Hunter Godmere, makes his postseason debut for the Bradford Rattlers here in Bradford. Hunter Godmere was in Sweden trying out for another team, I believe. Hunter now joining the Rattlers to hopefully get themselves a Russell Cup victory. That one shot in, didn't get touched up by Malm, but he'll head off for a change where Levitsky can work it to the front looking for Trifonov. He has it now to the blue line. You're looking at Daniel Suda getting a shot on goal and a routine glove grab made by Bussolet, and he'll hold and cover with 18:13 to go in the first period. Expect an even tighter matchup between these two teams. Most of the games here by the Bradford Rattlers have been rather one-sided contests. But this Ville Pirates team in history, they tend to give the Bradford Rattlers a lot of trouble, and especially in the playoffs. Look out, a cross-check there by Hunter Godmere, and he's going to go after with someone on the Pirate side. And I worry that Hunter Godmere's first game back might be a short-lived one. They're signaling cross-checking and roughing on Hunter Godmere. And it looks like Ethan Bork will be getting the roughing minor. After a dangerous-looking check by Hunter Godmere, I was expecting the Bradford Rattlers to be the only team penalized, and I guess referees will always call the retaliation on the play, and that's exactly what Ethan Bork has been called for. He gets roughing, Hunter Godmare gets cross-checking, and we will stay 4 aside. The Rattlers, I believe, have one too many players out there. Oh, pardon me, I didn't see Gabriel Theron in the corner there. His white jersey blends in with the white ice, if you can believe it. Shot from the neutral zone in by the captain, Julian McCarthy. Another routine save by Beausoleil. And most of the shots that have come on goal to Beausoleil so far have been rather routine. It is early in this contest, so definitely lots of time for improvement. Trifonov will line up into this face-off for the Rattlers, but it's won, however, by Xavier Gagnon. Flipped ahead, a nice connection there to Matthias Chartier. Chartier into the corner. He and McCarthy go at it as Witkowski gets sent to the deck by Jordan Rochon. Theron for the Pirates. He finds their captain Gagnon. He gets it on goal. Balaz can steer it aside before a stick was lifted, and the net comes loose as McCarthy getting into it with Rochon. And I believe McCarthy might be penalized here. And it looks like he will. The Bradford Rattlers lose their captain as he will head off. We wait for the call, and it's another cross-check. Bradford Rattlers find themselves short-handed here with 17:32 to go in the first period. Gagnon, the captain. For the Pirates on the face-off against Jesper Eriksson, a clean win by Gagnon. To the blue line, Boucher. Got it over to Riviere. He can get it over to the captain, Gagnon. He can get into the zone before it's picked off by Eriksson, and he tried to spring Rodin on the short-handed chance there, but the puck stays into the zone. Kept alive on the blue line by Henry. He can get aside to Lamont. Lamont will look over the seam, a backhand pass to the blue line. Shot didn't come from him, and so Gagnon can rip one wide on the glove hand side, and the puck will come out of the zone. Settled down by Boucher. Backhand pass to the neutral zone. Miscommunication there, and so Riviere can peel it on back to the captain, Xavier Gagnon. Lead pass, Dylan Henry try to backhand it into the zone before it's picked off by Levitsky, and he can fire it as far as the opposition's blue line. Boucher, the defenseman, he chips in chase. Filipov first after for the Rattlers. He can make a breakout pass here for Steven Levitsky. Short-handed, Steven Levitsky, and he just overskated the puck, but he gets it on the backhand, and the puck winds up in, but they are going to wave it off as the net has been knocked out of its pegs. And that's quite the theme here in the BWG. I don't know how many times you've been saying it throughout the years. The Nets they just don't like staying on. Power play has 53 seconds remaining. A stretch pass, it's Taylor J. Swallow coming on the backhand. He'll test the netminder Balaj with the big rebound being kicked out before it's being shot wide by Rupenhaus. Picked off by Sven Musi. He has Rodin coming aside. The Rattlers are short-handed. He'll test Beausoleil. His shot missed wide. A chance here for the Pirates. It's a 2-on-2 break-in. Linesmen say it is onside. A good defensive read made by Rodskov and a good clear by Musi. Rodin all over Theron, and he might beat his man to the puck here. Both players kind of yielded before getting into that puck as they knew a big impact was coming if both of them collided, going the speed that they entered in. Tarasevic rubbed off the puck by Filipov. He has it now. Try to spring Levitsky, but that's a good defensive read made by Gabriel Theron. Rattlers touch up, and the puck winds up in again. I believe the call was offside to see Hunter Godmare and Ethan Bork make their way out of the box. McCarthy steps out, and we are back to 5 aside. 5-on-5. Alfred Malm picks it up from Filipov. He can spring it ahead for Suda, and a shot up high handled by Beausoleil, and he doesn't know where the puck is. It's caught in the paraphernalia of the Pirates netminder. Levitsky and Bork tying it up in front of the cage before being separated by the official. No love lost between these two teams. A lot of returning players have played each other in this matchup that have met in years prior. And of course, if a team from the North Division is going to go to the finals, it's going to have to go through one of these two teams, the Pirates and the Rattlers, as you see Levitsky make a behind-the-back pass there to no avail. Picked up by Trofimov. Trofimov with two Pirates all over him. Malm trying to line his man up before the Pirates can make a breakout. Marco gaining in 21, and White made a centering feed, but it's knocked away, and playing it off the bank is Levitsky. Fired back in by Dylan Riviere, 88 and White for these Ville Marie Pirates. Levitsky, long stretch pass. It's a good one. He found Trofimov. Caught his defenseman flat-footed. Trofimov trying to squeak it in between the legs of Beausoleil. He made a good kick save to deflect it into a corner with purpose. Steven Levitsky. You see him now make a toe drag move, and he's able to gain the zone with Trifonov heading towards the goal. Found him here, trying to make a centering feed into the high slot before it's knifed away on a good defensive read made by Swallow. Lead pass, it's Marco. He will hit the red line and dump in. Both teams able to get line changes on here as you see Ryan St. John, 13 in green, make the outlet pass. Witkowski can bank it in. Rattlers unable to locate that puck before Witkowski can shovel it back into the corner. Chris Castrignano pinned up against the boards by Swallow. 3-on-3 battle into the corner. The Rattlers still with possession before Riviere can make a breakout. He has Dylan Henry on the wing, and I'll use him here. Dylan Henry with a step. His shot rang off the post. Balaj may have got a piece of it. Swallow trying to keep that puck into the zone, but Witkowski gets shoved off the puck, and the puck does come out of the zone. Brought back in by Riviere, and Castrignano has to make an alert move around his man. Chris Castrignano gets bowled over there, but stood up by Tristan Gilman. He and Castrignano meeting the boards again. He's able to get it back into the corner where Swallow is after Witkowski. Then picked up by Dylan Henry. His pass didn't get out of the zone in time. Eriksson knifed it down, but Castrignano knocked it outside of the blue line. Slap back in by St. John, and some more line changes going. Lamont, a stretch pass. Alternate captain for the Pirates, who wears 9 and white here tonight. You're looking at Milholm. Met by check by DiDamasso. It comes to Skripnik trying to play it up into the middle. Broken up by Theron, and he can work it back into the Rattlers' end. Rattlers have had some good looks on Beausoleil, but most of the shots have been routine for Beausoleil, but a chance here. It's Rodin coming in with Skripnik. He tries to beat Theron on the outside, and he'll do so. He'll go behind the netminder Beausoleil. Kind of overskated the puck, but he got it to DiDamasso. DiDamasso shot low, deflected by Skripnik. Rebound looking for Rodin, and he couldn't stash it in. Coming up tight to the post was Beausoleil to hug the short side. To the blue line, it's DiDamasso. Dida Rodskov. His shot, blocker down into the corner. Tarasevic able to skate it out now, and he can make a centering feed. Brought back in by Nicholas Milholm for the Pirates into the corner. Rodskov on the backhand. Eriksson couldn't shield it down, but it's in his feet. Puck's like a magnet right to Jesper Eriksson there before the Rattlers have iced him. Puck protection is key, and Jesper Eriksson is one of the better players, in my opinion, in the league at doing that. Time remaining reads 11:57. Words are hard sometimes. Score clock, most important numbers on the score clock are not in favor of the Rattlers. It is currently 1-0 for the Ville Marie Pirates here in this game 2. The Rattlers took game 1 last night in Ville Marie, and the Pirates looking to even the series up at 1 as Musi can line his man up back into the Pirate zone, and Rodin can do the same on his man. Matthias Chartier brings it into the zone. The captain Gagnon a long wrister from distance. An easy glove grab made by Budapest, Hungary native Oliver Balaj. It's been fast, it's been physical, and that's exactly what you can expect from two teams who don't like each other, and that is an understatement. From the blue line, long shot, deflected wide, maybe off of Burns. Briere made a backhand pass, couldn't find his man, or rather that was Bork for the Pirates who made that play. Kochu able to get it in, McCarthy in a battle with his man. Picked off by Sven Musi before Bork can pick his pocket. He and Burns battle before Bork can get into the corner. Suda
Knifed off the puck by Chartier. He made a nice move around Burns. Got it across. One-timer there coming off the stick of Jordan Rochon that got the glass over Balaj. A pickoff there by Chartier, and he slaps it back in just wide of the cage. McCarthy took a physical bump there from Rochon, and McCarthy is slow to get up. You do not see that the Rattlers captain and in all sorts of trouble right now. He's able to skate off to the bench under his own power. And you worry a head injury for the Bradford Rattlers captain, Julian McCarthy. At the moment, the Rattlers are now down a defenseman. They play with 5. Julian McCarthy, I played hockey with him. That is one tough kid, and to see him go down like that, something must be really bothering the Rattlers captain right now. Jelena able to touch that puck into the zone. Balaj leaves it for Filipov. Filipov, he just makes it look so easy, does he? Oliver and Mom brought it in, but the Rattlers are offside, and Steven Levitsky obviously not happy with that call. Both teams will await a neutral zone faceoff just outside the Ville Marie Pirates end. Riviere able to win it. Swallow made a touch pass. Jelena didn't get as far as he wanted to, and so Trifonov can work it back to Filipov. Long stretch pass, try to shield the puck. There was Filipov through the seam up the middle, but just unable to connect with Trofimov. Jelena tried to line up St. John before he made a move for the last second. Under 10 to go in this first period. The only score of the game belongs to the Ville Marie Pirates. It reads 1-0. Filipov pinching in offensively, but that allows the Pirates to get a chance here on a potential 2-on-1. It's Riviere making the stretch pass before Di Damaso got in the passing lane in the high slot, and the Bradford Rattlers skate out. It's Chris Castrignano. He made a nice move. Lamont was there to offer some defensive support for the Pirates. Riviere, the lone Pirate, up into the zone. He's trying to get by Di Damaso. Di Damaso looks over his shoulder to embrace the check coming as he was first into the corner. Dangerous place to be in, especially if you're picking up the puck first into the corner. That's a dangerous place to be. Hard place to make a living. Gimmon through center and he can dump in, but the Pirates are offside. Hey, if Trevor Babin is watching right now, that is a huge shout out to Trevor Babin. In my opinion, the greatest Rattler goalie of all time. A pair of 8s meet on the face-off, but it's won by the Rattlers 8. Shot from the blue line, redirected by Eriksson, and it's skittered on wide. Jakob Rodin, the puck handler now for the Rattlers, can get it to Skripnik. His shot is deflected off of Jordan Riviere, and it's up and out of play. 8:40. Time remaining in this first period. 1-0 for the Ville Marie Pirates here at the Bradford West Gwillimbury Arena. Round 3, game 2. Offensive zone face-off and a win. A shot by Rodin. Blockered away with a purpose into the corner by Bucelet. Eriksson, a good pass to the blue line. Baxter split in between Rodin and Di Damaso, but Rodin got a shot with Skripnik on the backhand, looking for Eriksson on the bank pass. And then it gets picked up by Lamont for the Pirates. He can work it ahead to Cocho. Henry got hounded there by Di Damaso. Puck squirts free. Ethan Bork made the pass to Riviere. He makes an aerial flip pass, trying to locate Henry before Di Damaso can slap it aside. Ethan Bork, a sharp angle bit off the stick of Dylan Di Damaso and up and out of play. In my opinion, the theme or the story of this playoff series whoever is the most disciplined team out of these two here will win this series. It's all about just staying disciplined. And you know, with these two teams, they don't like each other, so there's going to be a lot of anger, a lot of hits, and a lot of scrums in front of the net, but just remain disciplined as both these teams have tremendous firepower. You do not want to be shorthanded against either one of these teams at all. Pass was intercepted by Sven Musi. Here he comes, getting around Milholm. He'll meet his man Theron into the corner boards before it's picked up by Tarasevic. Made the pass over to Matthias Chartier, and he can get it in. Trottier, rather. Not Chartier. You're looking at Theron dipping the shoulder, trying to pass Milholm, but Rotskov brought it in before the puck came outside of the blue line. Ville Marie has done a tremendous job at limiting the Bradford Rattlers' shot opportunities. Anytime, the Bradford Rattlers love getting shots from long range. They try to get deflections, try to get rebounds, or just try to beat the goaltender clean via screens in front of the net. Not really working too well as the Ville Marie Pirates are in all the passing and shooting lanes. You can see them kind of double teaming the puck there. There's always two Pirate players around a Rattler puck handler. Log shot by Jelena rolled up high. Levitsky stopped on a dime as he knew the pinching effort by Gabriel Coutier was happening. Rotskov to Trofimov. It's Oliver and Mama pass to Levitsky. Steven Levitsky cuts in front, gets tripped up, and that's going to be called. Trofimov to the blue line. It's Tyler Baxter, wristed on goal. Big rebound. Mama centering feet on the backhand. Levitsky a shot. Big rebound before it's being touched up by Benoit Cristino Marco. The Bradford Rattlers with some grade A chances in front of Beausoleil. It's a good sign because now they go on the power play. Hopefully they can continue this sustained pressure in the Pirates' end. They put Sven Musi to line up against the Pirates captain Xavier Gagnon, who make a clean defensive zone face-off win. Puck stays in. It's Sven Musi. High slot shot just went wide. Maybe off the stick of Swallow. He meets Eriksson into the corner. Burns can pry it free for Rodin. Jakob Rodin can go behind the cage to the blue line. It's Levitsky. Nice sauce pass to Musi. Sven Musi got a shot on goal, gloved out by Beausoleil before it comes to Swallow, and the puck comes out of the zone as Levitsky was unable to glove it down. Short pass, it's Burns. A drop to Musi. Stache pass to Levitsky. Elevated across to Rodin. Back in front. They score! William Daniel Burns. It's a power play goal for the Bradford Rattlers, and they have tied it up at 1 with 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the first period. Burns picks up his second goal of the playoffs. As both teams await the neutral zone faceoff, it's Gagnon and Malm on the draw. A tie-up, and Oliver and Malm can escape it free, but the puck overskated him. Kind of rolled over the top of its blade before Chartier can slap it back in. Filipov met with a check there by Henry. Steven Levitsky took that breakout pass. Malm and Trofimov hustle into the zone. It's Steven Levitsky. Try to dangle around Ethan Bork. Got tripped up. Play will continue, however. You hear JR announce the William Daniel Burns goal. Azusi Roshan trying to get a step on Di Damaso. Those two slow down before being cross-checked into the corner, and that's going to be a penalty on Di Damaso. Ville Marie Pirates would have a golden opportunity to take the lead back in tonight's contest. 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go in the first period. A face-off win by the Pirates. It gets into the corner where Filipov can elevate it across to Eriksson. Jesper Eriksson trying to find Rodin. Eriksson shorthanded, still doing work down low. Ethan Bork pries it free, and he will slow things down for the Pirates. You're looking at the captain, Xavier Gagnon, getting his way into the zone. Got by the check of Filipov before Baxter can get it to it first. And slap that puck down the length of the ice. Rodin and Eriksson head off. Brodskov, Musi, and Levitsky come on. Danila Filipov stays out. Ethan Bork made the pass, but Lamont was unable to locate it. Lamont, 9 in white, can weave his way into the zone around Musi. Trying to get around big Danila Filipov. Picked up by Rodskov, plays it off the bank. The puck comes out of the zone as Bork is met by a check with Levitsky. Levitsky just trying to pry that puck loose. Pavel Rodskov comes in to help him as well. Escapes free to Steven Levitsky, trying to make maybe one too many moves around his man Roshan, or rather that was Dylan Henry. And he can escape it through. Boucher, a drop pass to Bork. Long stretch pass, it's tapped in, picked off by Pavel Rodskov. His pass didn't get out of the zone in time. It's Lamont back into Riviere. Riviere lost the handle. Lamont to the blue line. It's Theron. Theron walks the line, gets it across to Lamont. Lamont, a stretch pass. Across it comes to Savanek. His shot never got on through. Blocked in front to the blue line. It's Theron again. Played it across to Boucher. Pass looking for a redirect. Henry down low. Balazs is down, and he's ending up making the stop off Henry. With just 9 seconds to go in the power play for the Pirates. 3 minutes and 48 seconds to go in the period. Oliver Balazs doing his best efforts to keep this at a 1-goal tie. Gagnon back onto the ice. He lines up with Eriksson. Clean win by Xavier Gagnon. To the blue line. Boucher. His shot patted down by Balazs. Big rebound stopped, and the rebound goes wide. Off the glorious chance by Chartier. Baxter meets his man into the corner. We are back to 5-on-5. Theron from the blue line. He can work it for Gagnon. It goes into the corner where Roshan is watched by Eriksson. He staples him into the boards. Filipov heads the other direction, flips it away from Baxter. That's getting to it first as Rodin, and he slapped it as far as center. Stretch pass, it's Roshan. He gives in, and look out here. He got a stick in the face on Danila Filipov. And Filipov went down in a heap. I saw it in the corner of my eye. I didn't exactly see what happened as Baxter having choice words with Jordan Roshan. Head athletic trainer Devin Rapley out to attend to Danila Filipov. And it looks like Filipov will be okay. Filipov was talking to Steven Levitsky off his way to the ice, signaled an elbow. Got up into the face of Danila Filipov, and so nonetheless, Roshan sits for 2. Rattlers now have a great opportunity for them to take their first lead of tonight's contest, and it's going to come on the power play. Sven Musi on the face-off, and the Ville Pirates have just been dominant on face-offs here in this first period. That must be a talking point in it going into the first period intermission. Levitsky to Eriksson from the blue line. His shot blocked in front. Musi trying to flag it down. Shot it wide. Rodin got it across, and Levitsky just couldn't quite catch up to that pass. Sven Musi on the backhand, Eriksson. Played it ahead to Musi, elevated it up the gut to Rodin. Nice move, Rodin, and he just separated Burns and Musi. Good clear off there by Gabriel Cote. Balazs a stretch pass. Burns back in for Rodin, slaps it in. Musi and Lamont battle away for the puck there. Lamont goes down. Burns in a battle with Swallow. Eriksson can see that puck go away from him. Henry is all over it. Steven Levitsky there. Eriksson with a minute to go on the Bradford Rattlers power play, and nothing much has been generated. Swallow's clearing attempt ended up being a pass to Dylan Henry, and he's able to kill off more clock on the penalty. Picked up by Trofimov. You see him go on a 3-on-2 for the Rattlers. He'll stop on a dime and give it to the blue line to Filipov. Good pass down low, Skripnik for Malm, and it just went over his blade. Skripnik into the corner, picks it from the backhand. Works it deep into the corner with 27 to go on the power play. Trofimov skating away from Lamonthans. He shot that one wide. Di Damaso to the blue line. Filipov couldn't catch up to it. Trofimov plays it a little too hard off the bank to Danila Filipov. And that allows Lamont to make a stretch pass for Henry. His shot into the glove of Oliver Balazs, and he will hold on. Ville Pirates leading point getter in the playoffs has been Jordan Rivrier. He came into tonight's contest with 24 points in 7 games. For the Bradford Rattlers, it's Jesper Eriksson, 11 points in 4 games. Budkowski took a bump down into the zone, and the whistle sounds right in front of the Ville Pirates netminder. You hear JR announce the final minute of play in this first period. It has been a good one so far from the BWG. 1-1 here in this round 3, game 2. Bradford Rattlers hold a 1-0 series lead. Pirates looking to tie it here tonight. Tyler Baxter with 50 to go. Plays it up to Eriksson, broken up by Roshan. He has some room to work with here, trying to get around. Tyler Baxter to the slot area, threw it in front, and it goes into the corner where Roshan meets Eriksson with a check. Suda missed on the hip check as coming back in is Roshan inside of the net, trying to cut right through the crease, and the puck gets onto the stick of Gagnon. Try to feed it ahead to the blue line to Bork, but Rodin was there in the passing lane. Rodin just trying to stay with Bork, but Bork is way too crafty. Does a good job just getting that puck into the corner. 17 seconds to go. Pass through center, touched by Godmere. Bork shielded down by Hunter Godmer. A chance here. His shot stopped by Busolet. Hunter Godmer back after it. Good pass. It's Musi. His shot, and Busolet came out of the goal to challenge the shot there. And what an entertaining way to end 20 minutes of play. Trofimov cross-checks his man back behind the play. And Roshan comes in quickly to answer to Trofimov there. It's going to be a good second period. I just know it, but we're going to have to wait as we are heading in to the first intermission of tonight's contest. second period set to get underway here from the BWG. Unfortunately for the Rattlers, after the first period ended, there was a penalty taken by the Bradford Rattlers, and sitting in the box is Georgi Trofimov. And so the Ville Marie Pirates will start this second period on the man advantage. In the middle of your screen, you see number 8, Jesper Eriksson, against number 9, Oliver Lamont, on the face-off draw to be pulled back by the Pirates, and they can have possession to start out on their power play. Ethan Bork, a stretch pass. Riviere gets into the zone. Aiden White made a pass in front there and may have been kicked aside by Balazs into the opposite way. And now hustling back after that puck is Ethan Bork. All throughout this series, you can probably imagine Ethan Bork will be the most noticeable player on the side for Ville Marie, as he made a drop pass through Henry, unable to locate Riviere on the play. Riviere kind of saying that Rodin may have interfered with him before the puck came to their way. Ethan Bork able to dump that puck down into the zone on goal to Balazs, and he can hold and cover for a face-off. A minute 12. Time remaining on the Pirates power play. Baxter and Filipov will head off. Suda and Rodskov come on shorthanded for the Rattlers. Musi and Levitsky are the forwards on. Off the tie-up there, a nice move by Charchia. Sharp angle bid, Balazs the save, he can't locate it. It gets into the opposite corner where Lamont tried to push it back to the blue line to Henry. He got Bork. Faking the shot there is Bork. He comes in. His shot. Rebound loose. It's up in the air. And Balazs is able to make the stop. All sorts of chaos in front of Oliver Balazs. He was down on his stomach trying to locate that puck and make the save, and fortunate enough for the Rattlers, it remains a 1-1 tie. Still a power play for the Pirates. It has 55 seconds to go in it. Good glove down there by Bork. He's looking to find a passing lane. He'll make a backhand dish. Dylan Henry skates in to scoop up the puck with Eriksson all over him. Lamont down low into the corner, worked it back into the slot area, but it's not cleared. Good keep in there by Bork. Down low, Henry stashed it across in front of the high slot. Riviere picks it up, worked it back in front of the net. Redirection right to Dylan Henry. Henry back into the corner. Lamont can wheel it back the same way. Riviere is getting up to it. It's knifed away by Rodin, and Eriksson able to spear fork it out of the zone. Bork dips a shoulder around Suda, comes in and skates right towards the goal, right in front of the crease. And the Pirates touch up, and it looks like the net has come loose once again. 12 seconds remain in the power play for the Pirates, 18-11 in the second period. I mentioned in the first period, this series will be won by the most disciplined team, and so far in tonight's contest, both teams have been rather undisciplined. So kind of evens out, just kind of showing how even these two teams are. Rodskov trying to tie up his man Roshan into the corner. To the blue line, Gagnon got out to Theron. Theron will go D to Boucher. Has some time here, he shoots and scores! Gabriel Theron, that's a power play goal for the Pirates. It's 2-1. What a shot by Gabriel Theron, and it gives the Pirates a 2-1 lead, and that's one of the best shots you will ever see in the GMHL. That one was labeled for the top corner. Nothing Oliver Balazs could do there, and was a power play goal, but Gabriel Theron had way too much time and room. Oliver and Malm back in. His shot trying to test Bucelet, but he snapped it off the glass. To the blue line. Good keep in there by Danila Filipov, working it back down low. Skripnik trying to shield it down, can't do so. Gagnon back through Filipov, and he returns it. Pair of 19s battling right in front. Swallow and Malm. A good play there by Filipov cutting in, but he couldn't get a shot away, and the puck comes up and out of the zone. Baxter through Skripnik. Took a hit to make a play by Gagnon. It goes into the opposite corner. Burns coming in, and he takes a bump there. Savanek trying to knife down that puck as Burns is all over him. Roshan skating after the puck handler Filipov, and he does a good job there to steal it. Roshan just puts it back down low. Riviere hustling after that puck. Skripnik all over him. Tyler Baxter, 17 in green, the puck handler now. You see him play the puck off the glass and through the neutral zone. It rolled over, burns the stick, and so settled back down by Boucher. He made a long stretch pass through Riviere, trying to get around. Tyler Baxter can't do so. Those two players still tied up for a brief moment. Those two separate, but Filipov can't get the puck out. Riviere, a sharp angle bid, stopped by Balazs, who was hugging the post in tight. Trofimov, touch pass. It stays in the zone, however. It gets to Riviere. His shot snapped and loose, and it's cleared out by Trifonov. Dangerous moment there in the game for the Bradford Rattlers, as you see Chris Castrignano try to work it back to the slot area. He was picked off by the other 15 in tonight's contest. That is Boucher. Miscue there. Castrignano puts his man to the ground. Marco through center and dumps in. A long stretch pass caught down by Castrignano. Skating to it now is Castrignano again. He goes to the high slot. A backhand dish was picked off. Riviere skates it out now for the Pirates. Potential 3-on-2. A good stick lift and read by Ryan St. John, knocking that puck out of the air. Dylan DiTommaso, two Pirates all over him. A dangerous pass to St. John back through the corner. A touch up there by Rodin. Skating to it first is Eriksson. Jesper Eriksson, his shot went 5-hole but just went wide. DiTommaso slapping it back in for the Rattlers. They were offside. St. John met his men with a check. Rodin back to DiTommaso. Centering feed. Rodin might have some ice here to work with. He has Eriksson right into the slot, but a good defensive read was made by Couture. Ethan Bork around Eriksson through Henry with his one hand, able to get that puck into the corner. Off the bank there, Eriksson hits his man right in front of the timekeeper's area. Lamont on a backhand pass, broken up by Rodin. The Pirates love using a little drop pass into the zone as Hunter Godmere. Good speed by him, racing up to it, and he just plants his man down to the ice. It comes to the blue line. It's Rozgov. Smart play to set it to the opposite corner. Met down by Godmere again. Hunter Godmere doing work down low. Got it to the high slot with Trofimov on a shot. Kicked down by Beausoleil, and he's still after it. Trofimov pinned up against the boards by Theron, who's without his stick, doing all sorts of work on Georgi Trofimov there. Trofimov now trying to locate that puck in the feet of Theron, and a fortunate play for the Pirates. They're able to escape that puck through and out of the zone, and a shot there blocked by Suda going into the corner. Rozgov look up, and it goes up and out of play. Thought that puck was coming my direction. I even flinched. Nah, that was a joke. I didn't flinch. Still a broken stick back behind the play, and Ethan Bork going to go and pick that up. Snapped right at the top of that stick. Most of the time you see the stick break to the lower parts of it near the blade, but on the list there goes like, what, $400 now? Shot by Rupenfaust goes wide off the blocker of Balazs, or pardon me, that was Nicholas Milholm getting the shot away. Matthias Trache will line up into the face-off offensively for the Ville Marie Pirates. Sten Musi unable to win it, and once again the Pirates are seeming to win every single face-off in this contest as the Pirates are circling here. Milholm still with it. He got to the blue line. Coutier's shot there was blocked by Levitsky, but he's back after it. His shot, Balazs had to fight it off. It gets loose into the high slot. Trofimov makes the pass to Steven Levitsky. He's able to spring Sven Musi into the zone. Sven Musi around Bork going wide, looking for Trofimov on the wraparound bid, who was kicked aside by Beausoleil. Savanek, an outlet pass for Trache, overskated it. Now Filipov for the Rattlers with Trache watching his every move as Savanek gets lined up there by Trofimov. Filipov stretch pass, trying to find Levitsky. A little too far behind him, picking it up is Trofimov. A nice curl and drag move around his man Theron. Filipov unable to pinch his zone alive, and a 2-on-1 for the Pirates. It's Roshan with Gagnon. Back across to Roshan, and he just tipped the backhander wide. Skating up to it now with Steven Levitsky. Roshan watching his every move, coming back into the zone, and he has to relay off as Levitsky was heading off on a change, but Roshan can do it himself, bringing it up into the zone. Protects the puck around Baxter, and now Musey, before he gets stopped there by Burns, they both go down. Boucher from the blue line, his shot, Balazs never saw it going wide. Burns, a nice reverse hit on his man. 12 minutes and 10 seconds to go in this second period. DiDamaso back on low for Skripnik. A centering pass was read perfectly there by Chartier. Just got word that Julian McCarthy will not return in tonight's contest, as you see Alfred Malm go around the net and wheel around. Alfred Malm, 19 in green, goes to the high slot, work the pass, try to find Suda before it was read by Milholm. Perhaps your best option there is just get the puck on goal. So the Bradford Rattlers now down to 5 defensemen. They are without their captain, Julian McCarthy, who got elbowed in the first period. Big collision in front of the Rattlers bench as Witkowski brings it back down low. Adam Witkowski swings around. Swallow was there in the passing lane, but Witkowski still with it. Gets cross-checked down, but pops back up. Getting all sorts of stick work done onto him here as the puck springs free to Marco. Centering feed read by Suda, now to Rodskov. Trifonov can now shoot that puck into the zone. Adam Witkowski first after it for the Rattlers. Back down low to Trifonov, a centering feed. Nice one to Castellano. The wraparound bid, it comes to the blue line. Suda from one knee back to Rodskov. He'll go into the corner looking for Castellano, but it's lost. But he lost it rather. Gimman, a touch pass, and it's Taylor J. Swallow. Rodskov relays it ahead for Witkowski. Can't get it out of the zone, and he will do so now. Zelenov slapped it right back at Adam Witkowski. Lost it for him as Suda can bump it to Castellano. Chris Castellano makes his way around, a one-touch pass through Rodskov. Shielding it down first to Swallow, up the gut, and a misread pass there. And icing is going to be called on the Ville Marie Pirates. Referee just making sure the right personnel remains onto the ice for the Ville Marie Pirates, as they are unable to change because they have iced the puck. Rattlers, of course, can make a line change. Rodin, Eriksson, and Godmer. Pretty stacked first line, as you see Godmer ran into a check by Henry and Riviere. Riviere can make an aerial pass into the zone, caught by Balazs, and he can get a face-off upcoming to the left of him. Ten minutes to go in the second period. 2-1 for the Ville Marie Pirates. As you see Dylan DiTommaso try to play it off the boards, couldn't do so. Whipping it around to Tyler Baxter. He has to skate after it with Bork pinching into the zone. Bork fluttered across, and Cotier is able to keep the zone alive. Centering feed, Riviere was all alone before a stick was lifted by DiTommaso. To the blue line now, shot was blocked. Back after it is Oliver Lamont. DiTommaso in the corner, he puts a backhand off the boards, but not out. Bork will do it himself, a good pass through Henry, right down low in front, try to find his man Riviere. Too many Rattler sticks were in the lane there. Eriksson through the backhand, it's Rodskov. Stretch feed, try to find Rodin there, icing is waved off. Bork from his own end. 3 Rattlers are already inside the Pirates' end, and that allows a 3-on-2 coming in for the Pirates. It's Henry, unable to locate A teammate there on the pass, and so Rodin's getting after it, but Ethan Bork seems to be all over the ice right now, and especially the puck as he can bring it into the zone now. Ethan Bork, a good pass right in front, they score! Matthias Tarchier, 3-1 Pirates. The play continuing. It's Filipov, a shot there just skittering on wide. Filipov back down loose, it's loose for Musi. He's able to get it to the corner where Theron, the puck handler, is pinned up by Musi. Levitsky coming in to help. Levitsky with having his stick tied up there, and it gets free. Not out of the zone, however, it stays in. Trofimov turning on a dime, they can get it to the blue line now for Levitsky. His shot just kicking on wide. Milholm's outlet pass. Unable to find Tarasevich. Filipov, the puck handler. Calmly weaving his way into the zone. A pass now for Musi. Got it across to Trofimov, who just scorched it wide. Puck didn't settle the way he wanted it to on that shot. It comes to Danila Filipov. Gagnon watching all over him. Those two go into the corner. Filipov tied up there. Coming in to help him there is Theron. Filipov goes down to the blue line. Now Baxter, and it just rolls away from him. Just trying to shovel it to a safe area of the ice as Levitsky took a hit to make a play, but they're going to say the Rattlers are offside. Steven Levitsky not pleased with the Rattlers' performance in this contest. I mentioned it a few broadcasts earlier in this season. The Rattlers' starts to the later goings of the regular season haven't been their best ability. They definitely need to work on their starts, and they still need to. But I always said when the halfway mark of the game hits, that's kind of when the Rattlers start turning it on a bit. And we have 7 minutes to go now in the second period, well over the halfway mark of the contest, and still, Rattlers are still playing a good game, but it's just the defensive abilities by the Ville Marie Pirates seem to be a little too much for the Rattlers here tonight. Rodskov laid out his man, and that's going to be a penalty. Pavel Rodskov obviously very frustrated heading into the penalty box, as the Bradford Rattlers seem to be shooting themselves in the foot here now, after Ville Marie makes it a 2-goal lead. They find themselves on the man advantage. 6:40 to go in the second period. Face-off won again by the Ville Marie Pirates. Centering feed broken up, and a chance here are shorthanded for the Bradford Rattlers. It's Rodin and Eriksson. Rodin to the high slot, has a chance here. Stop, big rebound, Eriksson scored! Jesper Eriksson cuts the lead within one. It's a shorthanded goal for the Bradford Rattlers. Rodin picking up his 4th goal of the playoffs. Or pardon me, Eriksson picking up his 4th goal of the playoffs as a quick shot there by Henry, fought off by Balazs. Pirates are still on the man advantage for another minute 30 unless they score here. Broken up by Musi. And he's able to get it down the length of the ice. DiDamasso, another chance here shorthanded. He has Musi up the wing and is unable to locate him there. Good defensive ability was made by Matthias Chartier. He's getting into the zone now as Gabriel Theron tried to get by Levitsky, couldn't do so. A quick snapshot up the wing. Just kicked on wide, but it got to the blue line where Lamont got a shot right into the glove of Oliver Balazs, and he will hold for a face-off upcoming. Game clock reads 5 minutes and 24 seconds. Power play clock for the Titans reads 45. Offensive zone face-off, don't be surprised if the Pirates win it, and that's exactly what they just did. It's the captain, Gagnon. Sharp angle bid, fought off with a purpose by Balazs into the corner by Baxter. Roshan keeps that puck alive before Rodin can slap it down the length of the ice. Bork now with it. A drop pass and Boucher. Another drop, it's Gagnon. Look out, Oliver and Malm all over him, causing a bit of a disturbance for the Ville Marie power play. Gagnon back into the zone, he whips it across, it's Roshan. Rodin all over him, he got that puck out of the zone. Eriksson, look out, as he staples his men up into the boards and they pin each other up. Whistle sounds as the puck was not moved in time. The linesman is needed to separate the players. Having a bit of a scrum right in front of both teams' benches. It'd be cool to call a game from inside the glass, as they call it, in between both benches, as actually that might not be a good idea because you would hear everything that they are saying. Through the corner, Eriksson laid the body on his man. It comes to the high slot, broken up. Stretch pass, it's Marco. Getting the zone. Snapshot, Balazs handles it into the corner. DiDamasso tying up his man. Eriksson watches over. Trofimov just trying to muscle that puck out of the zone, and he can do so here. Hunter Godmer try to open some space up, but they're going to say Trofimov was offside with 4 minutes to go in the second period. The Jesper Eriksson line will come off. The change for the Rattlers' third line is Castrignano, Trifonov, and Witkowski. Adam Witkowski still looking for his first points of this playoffs. You're going to know Adam is going to want to step it up here big time. To the blue line, Witkowski. Tyler Baxter, his shot looking for a redirection. There was Witkowski, and the puck gets loose as Castrignano skates after it, but Suda unable to pinch the zone and keep the puck in. Baxter, a good sauce pass, he's able to locate Castrignano. Punches it ahead, Witkowski skates after it. Ethan Bork puts Witkowski into the corner. Trofanov is trying to skate after it, but the puck comes loose, and away as Suda. And a foot race there, lost it as Marco is now on a foot race with Baxter. Those two meet into the corner. He can flutter it away into the high slot, then picked up by Castrignano. Cotier watching his every move as sending it off the boards is Zelenov. Adam Witkowski, a touch pass back into the zone. He found Filipov. Baxter through center. Rattlers just dump and change. Pavel Rodskov plays catch with Danila Filipov here. Stretch pass, able to find Burns. Centering feed. It's Sven Musi using his speed here. Sven Musi, what a move! And the puck just rolled over him. Levitsky picking it up now. He'll get it to the blue line over Pavel Rodskov. He has to hustle as Dylan Henry is all over him. Rodskov picks it up. He got to Filipov, gave it away. A chance here for Oliver Lamont, just trying to outweigh Balazs as he's down. Rozgov able to go behind Balaj and settle everything down, a pass to Steven Levitsky. Levitsky back in, a step here, unable to get by Theron. It comes to the blue line, kept alive by Filipov. Try to go back down low, was intercepted by a wall of Pirate players, and a chance here on a 2-1-1. Lamont try to find Henry before he's knocked out of the air by Filipov. Back end feed right in front, trying to find Riviere, and he just scorched it over the glove of Balaj. Burns now hits center, dumps in. Burns and Musi head off. Eriksson and Skripnik come on. Long stretch pass, didn't hit anyone. They're going to say it did, however, and so icing will be waved off. DiDamasso starts up. Ryan St. John, a pass now, it's Rodin. Try to work it ahead for Eriksson. He found him. Jesper Eriksson goes around the horn here. He tries to whip it in front and he scores! Jakob Rodin made the pass in front, and Jesper Eriksson ties the game up at 3 with 1 minute 5 seconds to go in the second. A perfect way to conclude this second period, as it still has 55 seconds to go in it. Around the puck comes now for Gagnon. Gagnon lost it. It comes to Ethan Bork. Ethan Borker on the backhand, trying to get by Baxter to the blue line. Cotier, his shot just scorched on wide. Trofimov went down to block it. May have got a piece of it as it got near the net to Balaj. Godmere off the boards, and it does get away from the captain Gagnon. 30 seconds to go now. Pirates are still offside. And perhaps an injury, as Ethan Bork was slow to get up and get out of the zone, and he's still hunched over. Surprisingly, it looks like he's going to stay out on the ice. Check that, he is now coming off. As the line of Theron and Cotier is out defensively for the Pirates. Aerial lift, and it missed all the rafters. I think it went through like 3 of them. Back behind the play, a pretty nasty spill for Tanner Skripnik as he was interfered with by Theron. Pardon me, or that was Taras Tarasevic. Bradford Rattlers will get a power play to start with 11 seconds to go in the second period. Let's see if the Pirates can win another faceoff, and they did so again. Rattlers swarming the puck handler now as they are playing up a man with 4 seconds to go in the period, and this is how we will end 40 minutes. Look out, here is Musi getting into it in front of Beausoleil. After the second period, the Rattlers have come back to tie it. It is now 3 aside from the BWG here in Bradford, and we'll be back for the third period after the second period intermission. You hear the benches gearing up for this third period. It is a tie game at 3. The Pirates led 3-1 in the second period. The Rattlers coming with 2 unanswered goals. And that is where we currently sit, and a current power play for the Bradford Rattlers that reads a minute 40. As the power play happened with 11 seconds to go in the second period. So pretty much they're going to get a full duration power play to start this third period. Again, I said throughout the contest, the winner of this series will be the most disciplined team. And so far, both teams taking so many penalties. The favorite in this series, you could probably say it is the Bradford Rattlers, but you take away all the regular season stats out of the contest, you would think these teams are even as can be. Sven Musi on the power play. Comes into the corner now, under a minute to go on the power play. Steven Levitsky, met by check by Roshan, Cotier, and Rodin. Do battle into the corner, puck stays inside. Good keep in by Eriksson, but he gave it away, and it's shot back down right onto Oliver Balaj. Steven Levitsky through his own end to the Pirate zone. Try to whip a shot short side, read by Bucelet. Net has come loose. The referee will put it on back. To the blue line, Levitsky. A shot here, blocker down by Bucelet. Dylan DiTommaso got it to Tanner Skripnik. Into the corner, to the blue line, it's Filipov. He got a shot on goal, big rebound for Skripnik. It's loose for Rodin. Alfred Malm has it now. Sharp angle bid from the long range distance, went aside. Power play set to expire. We are now 5-on-5. The Pirates have killed it. Skripnik from the blue line thought about the shot, got it to Filipov. He'll let one go, looking for a redirection by Malm, skittered on wide. DiTommaso shovels it back into the corner, read by Malm. He's doing battle with the other 19 on the ice surface right now. That is Taylor J. Swallow. Pass through center, it's Georgi Trofimov. Trying to get around Boucher, and now Riviere. Try to work it back in front. Big rebound, they score! Welcome back, Hunter Godmere. He scores here in the third period, and the Bradford Rattlers take a 1-goal lead again in tonight's contest. 3 straight unanswered goals by the Rattlers. And Hunter Godmere picks up his first of the playoffs. As you hear JR make the Hunter Godmere goal announcement. Pirates, they're going to be hungry to get that tie-in goal back for themselves. It comes to Dylan Henry, worked it back to the slot area, picked off by Suda. It comes down to Tanner Skripnik, a backhand feed for Rodin, chipped over his stick, but he's skating after it. Blocked by Bork. Rodin, good job by him to get up very quickly as he was going fast into the boards. He was able to put his skates right into the ice to slow down his momentum. Good tip in there by Dylan Henry, and Balaj out of his cage to play it. Shovels it ahead for Daniel Suda. Gave it away, however. Comes to the high slot. And unable to locate any player on Ville Marie, but Ethan Bork, look at him go. Gains into the Rattlers end and plays it to a safe area where Riviere was skating after it, but a good job there defensively by Tyler Baxter to read it. Gilman can just shovel it back into the zone. Read by Baxter off the glass and out. Touch with a high stick, it will be called. Pirates unable to make a line change here as this faceoff is coming all the way back into the Ville Marie Pirates end. The latest goal scorer, Hunter Godmere, back onto the ice. He has Malm and Trofimov. St. John and DiTommaso, the defenseman. Gilman, pinned up by Alfred Malm. Hunter Godmere spears it aside. Dylan Henry racing after it. It's kept in by DiTommaso. Ethan Bork hit by Godmere. Malm didn't get much on that centering pass. He was trying to locate Georgi Trofimov right in front of the netminder Bucelet, who you can see him make a routine glove save on that bobbling puck coming towards him. Puck was rolling on all sorts of ways and skipping on goal. That's a goalie's worst nightmare, and you can remember if you're a Leaf fan. First of all, if you're a Leaf fan, I feel sorry for you. Second of all, I'm sure you guys can remember, if you are a Leaf fan, and I believe it was 2010, Vespatoskala on Long Island. That puck was shot from the whole length of the ice, and that puck was skipping and bobbling all the way and able to beat the Toronto netminder. Things like that can happen, and if you have played goalie before, you know what I'm talking about. Oliver Balazs quickly out of his cage to cover up that puck as the Pirates were hounding the high slot area. Score clock reads 15:57. In the third period, Hunter Godmere gives the Bradford Rattlers a 4-3 lead. Dylan Riviere on the face-off, pulled back by Sven Musi, one of the rare face-off wins for the Bradford Rattlers in tonight's contest. Gotta tip your caps to the centerman of the Ville Marie Pirates. I would say into this contest, they've won about 85% of the draws. Sven Musi, arguably one of the Rattlers' best player at face-offs. He's able to pull back another one, but the Pirates gain possession on a quick shot right off the draw. Riviere may have been able to get a backhand shot off. Levitsky through center, dumps in. Swallow and Burns go into the half boards, and it's back to Swallow. Levitsky guarding the board, shielding that side. Burns got right in front of the net before it's sashayed away by Jelena. He made the pass across to Roshan. Roshan back into the corner. Two players for the Rattlers are going down on a knee to block the shot. It comes to the blue line now. Boucher, high shot, blocker down. Fought off and punched into the corner by Balazs. Levitsky off the bank, right to Sven Musi. Sven Musi will use his speed here around Swallow. Right in front there, got a shot away. It's loose in front of Busolet, and he's able to cover. Sven Musi dipping a shoulder, going back into forehand in quick succession. Just trying to stuff that puck in between the legs of Busolet, trying to get him on 5-hole. Busolet has been very good in tonight's contest, covering the lower half of the net. Normally I could tell you ways to beat a goaltender, but tonight, I don't know, Busolet almost looks unbeatable. Even though he has been beat 4 times, there's no weak spot in his game I can find. Rodin had Theron pinching up after him, and so he'll meet Bork into the corner. Rodin pinned up against the boards by the captain, Gagnon. He and Chartier do battle into the corner. They all separate, and so Bork, the puck handler, make a calm on pass to Gagnon, who was intercepted by Eriksson. Didn't like what he see offensively, so he dumps in and heads off on a change. Bork lost it in his skates, has to make a hurry pass. Alvin Malm pinning up the puck handler there. Jordan Roshan escapes free, almost lost an edge, but he's able to regather the puck. Trying to shield off DiDamasso, but now he's without a stick. DiDamasso picks the puck up, plays it to Godmere, but not out of the zone, and now it finally does. Alvin Malm may have got a stick on that shovel attempt out of the zone. Long stretch pass by Ryan St. John. Godmere had to play it off the bank boards. Awkward play for him. Right in front of JR, you see the battle going on between these two teams. The Pirates bring it into the zone. Trofimov trying to shield the puck, and he'll do so here. Georgi Trofimov, 16 in green, getting his way into the zone. The forehand shot there. Try to go upstairs, short side on Busolet. Good alert read by the Pirates netminder here with 13:05 to go in the third period. Danila Filipov, stretch pass, trying to locate Trofimov. Couldn't catch up to it in time, and so icing is now called on the Bradford Rattlers. Offensive zone face-off for the Pirates. It's pulled back by the Rattlers, but Dylan Henry gets possession. Flipped on ahead, Hunter Godmere, the latest goal scorer, got as far as center before it was broken up, and getting a hit on the play is Trofimov. Trofimov and Trifonov on the ice here together. That's probably my biggest nightmare. Similar names, very easy to get mixed up. And they wear similar numbers, 16 and 18. Rodin just trying to jump over Theron, but Theron did a great job getting in his way. Eriksson picks it off the boards. He comes into the high slot. Milholm all over him, and he tried to make a centering feed before it's broken up by Tarasevic. Dylan Henry got steamrolled back into the zone, but he pops up. Skating free now is Trottier. A chip pass looking for Tarasevic. Couldn't get it. Henry is shot there, or rather Milholm let that shot go, and it was blocked by Skripnik. Ethan Bork got away from Tanner Skripnik. Now he skates into the zone. Ethan Bork sauces one perfectly into the opposite corner. But possession to the Rattlers and a whistle, and what have we here? Referee pointing to Tyler Baxter and Ethan Bork. Tyler Baxter is going off for roughing, as well as Ethan Bork. Coincidental minors here for roughing. Bork and Baxter, two defensemen, will sit 4-2. And if you're just tuning in now, with Baxter in the penalty box, the Bradford Rattlers are now down to 4 defensemen. Julian McCarthy, who was injured in the first period, has not returned, and he will not return into tonight's contest. McCarthy's night is done. That one shot by Levitsky, blockered away and up and out of play. Face-off win by Sven Musi. Witkowski, a hurried shot, comes out of the zone. St. John has to hustle as Jelinal's all over him. Levitsky maybe has to be a little stronger on a stick there to make that play. Adam Witkowski bringing it into the zone. He has Boucher watching his every step there. Trips him up, but the play will continue. The Pirates come back in, maybe with numbers here. It's broken up on that pass by Marco. Levitsky with Jelinal all over him. Swallow coming back defensively. Levitsky just trying to bowl his way over the Pirates' defense. And that long stretch pass won't work for the Pirates, and so they will be called on an icing. Approaching the halfway mark of this third period, the score clock reads 10 minutes and 56 seconds to go. Long shot by Suda, deflected off the blocker of Beausoleil and up and out of play. Rapid face-off so far has been the theme in these past few moments of this contest. A bit of theme like that was in the second period. Both teams, especially in the neutral zone, they're almost playing ping pong back and forth, almost playing catch with it in a way. But whatever happened, it seemed to work for the Rattlers because they have been getting goals aplenty recently. And we are hoping, well, whatever side you cheer for. I'm talking for Rattler fans right now. If you're a Rattler fan right now, you want this to continue. Keep the foot on the gas pedal right now as you see that shot by Rodskov get deflected in front there by Chartier. Hunter Godmere, the most recent goal scorer in tonight's contest, doing work back down low. That one fluttered up and out of play off a Ville Marie Pirate, so the face-off will stay inside the Ville Marie zone. We'd like to thank everyone watching here tonight in the BWG here in Bradford or on YouTube Live, where I'm assuming majority of you guys are. Wherever you are tuning in, we thank you all for tuning in here tonight. Take on some Russell Cup playoff action here tonight between, I would say, the biggest rivalry outside the Battle of Bradford in the GMHL right now. 2-on-2 corner boards tie-up. Possession to the Rattlers. It's always important in winning those 50-50 battles. If you played minor hockey before, how many times have your coach said, win the 50-50 battles? That pass by Skripnik didn't get as far as he wanted to, and so DiDamasso can flag down the dump-in. DiDamasso, stretch pass, it's Tanner Skripnik. Getting down into the zone as Boucher was able to stand his ground there. A stretch pass into the feet of Chartier, and he can slap it right on goal. Balaj was able to fight off that shot from way downtown. Dylan Henry trying to weave his way around the maze of green uniforms there. Boucher now starts back for the Pirates. 9 minutes to go in the third period as you see Swallow on the backhand shovel attempt into the corner. Rodskov got it over to Ryan St. John. He plays it off the glass and out of the zone. Sven Musi getting it to it first. Sven Musi, pass across, Levinsky scores! Steven Levitsky picking up his 7th goal of the playoffs, and it is now a 2-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers with 8 minutes and 45 seconds to go in the third period. Chris Castrignano brings it into the zone. It's picked off by Bork. Bork on the pass for Milholm. Milholm played it away to Tarasevich, got tripped up, play continues. Tarasevich back on it, gets bumped there by Baxter. Castrignano trying to skate after it, and he'll do so here. Castrignano trying to make a toe drag move around Bork, but he will get back defensively, and he will make a play for his team. Not before being met by a check there by Castrignano. Trying to pull that puck free. Have to be strong on your stick here, and Castrignano is. Trying to weave it into the corner on the bank shot. Bisolet had to be square to that shot coming from the corner. Skating up the zone is Matthias Trottier now. He'll just relay it into the corner, picked up by Milholm. It gets flattened there by Baxter. Milholm back after Witkowski, avoids the check there. Godmer picks it up, and that's a tremendous defensive read there by Oliver Boucher, going down on a knee to not allow Hunter Godmer to go any further. Baxter says he got it. And he's able to get it across to Trofimov. Another good defensive read by Boucher. One of the more underrated players in this series defensively. A chance now here for the Ville Marie Pirates. It's Dylan Rivrier. Try to get his way around Filipov. He's able to send it to the opposite corner. Kept alive from the blue line by Theron. Right back in front. It comes to the blue line. It's Boucher. He'll let one go and score. Oliver Boucher picks up his 2nd goal of tonight's contest. And again, it's another missile top corner over the blocker of Balaj. And the Ville Marie Pirates cut the Rattlers lead within 1. Skripnik gets chucked up high by Bork. And a good reverse hit by Rodin sends it to the cage. Big rebound for Skripnik. He shoots and scores! Tanner Skripnik takes a hit to make a play, and the play he makes is a goal to regain the 2-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers. 6-4 with 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go in the third period. Tanner Skripnik in these playoffs seems to be the Rattlers' breakout player. as Tanner Skripnik picks up his 4th goal of the playoffs. And the Bradford Rattlers have that 2-goal lead right back. You just heard JR make the Tanner Skripnik goal announcement. Shot back in by the captain, Gagnon. Baxter all over his man, Roshan. It goes back down low to Daniel Suda. A pass through Burns. Can't get as far as he wanted to. Gagnon got it across to Theron. Theron can just shovel it into the opposite corner. A backhand dish comes to the high slot. Gagnon scores! Both teams trading goals here in the 3rd period. It's the captain, Xavier Gagnon, and the Ville Marie Pirates cut it back within a 1-goal lead with 6 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the 3rd period. Big players come up in big games, and who else but the captain? Nice backhand pass there by Rivrier. He found Henry and he tried to reverse it. Off the stanchion, it comes to Alfred Malm. Might have a step here, a 3-on-2 developing for the Rattlers. What a move by Malm, and he rang it off the crossbar! Alfred Malm coming that close to another 2-goal lead for the Bradford Rattlers. They almost got their 7th spot. A Let's Go Rattler chant here in the BWG. Off the tie-up, it's Erickson going down. Rodin a shot, didn't get on goal. Dylan Henry picking up that puck for the Pirates. He hits center and dumps in. Icing will be waved off. It was shot in on the right side of center as Rodin went down. To the blue line, Ethan Bork. He might even play the rest of the contest as he gets flattened there by Rodin into the Rattler bench as Oliver Balaj makes that save off the Pirates. It's been back and forth this entire contest. And with 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go in this contest, the score clock reads 6 for the Rattlers, 5 for the Pirates. Dylan Riviere will take this face-off against the Bradford Rattlers' Finn Musi. The Switzerland native able to pull it back for the Rattlers. It comes up for Adam Witkowski trying to jump his way around Bork. Rattlers thinking he interfered with him there as those two players go hard into the corner. It gets whipped along for Baxter's play. A touch pass for Levitsky looking for Musi, couldn't quite get it there. Swallow, a backhand dish, didn't get out of the zone. Musi plays it back behind the cage for Levitsky. Levitsky with Bork all over him to the blue line, now Baxter again. Baxter plays the bank off the boards, it comes right to Steven Levitsky, kind of overskated it, and so Bork is trying just to skate free of Levitsky, but he's able to pick his pocket. Steven Levitsky, high slot pass down low, they score! Steven Levitsky, got to be good to get lucky. And that's exactly what the Bradford Rattlers did just there. They got lucky. The shot pass, you guess you could say, went off of a defenseman of the Ville Marie Pirates and winds up into the net behind Beausoleil. And once again, the Bradford Rattlers open a 2-goal lead. It is 7-5 with 4:20 to go in this third period. Trofimov trying to get down low to Godmer. Godmer there is surrounded by Boucher. It's the captain, Gagnon. They're giving that goal to Adam Witkowski. He picks up his first point of these playoffs, and it comes none bigger. Long shot deflected, they score! What a goal by Jordan Rochon. A beautiful deflection, and the Ville Pirates cut it within one goal again. Wow. That doesn't matter what team you cheer for. That is an amazing goal scored by Rochon. Tremendous hand-eye coordination, and the Pirates are back within one. A wild third period here from the BWG in Bradford. This round 3, game 2 between the Pirates. I'm getting my Quebec teams mixed up here, between the Pirates and the Bradford Rattlers, as Balaj makes that alert save from distance. Perhaps this theme of trading goals back and forth will go away. Perhaps it's the Pirates with one more goal left in the tank, as that puck gets whipped right in front of Oliver Balaj. And I almost spoke that into existence. I am sorry. Oliver Balaj gets set and ready for the face-off right in front of him. It's a face-off win for Jesper Eriksson. Rattlers are starting to win a little more face-offs now. Look out, a high stick in the face by Suda de Riviere, and that goes undetected. Rattlers getting away with one there. Rodin will meet Bork into the corner. It comes to Swallow. Pocket pick by Levitsky. Here he comes. Levitsky shot out of the glove of Busolet. And it gets to the play of Swallow. Levitsky looking for a call, and so was Rochon. A long stretch pass, it's Riviere trying to overskate it, and he gets a shot away, redirected there in front by Henry, and Balaj got it with the pad to the blue line at Swallow. A redirection, they score! Ethan Bork ties the game for the Ville Pirates. They pulled the netminder Busolet early, and it works for Ville. They have tied it. What a game from the BWG here in Bradford. Eriksson. Tanner Skripnik back to Eriksson. Off the bank, Busolet read it. Pavel Rodskov, you just knew the Pirates were not going to go away easy. They have fought and clawed all the way back, and it is a tie game at 7. Icing is waved off here. This is the time of the game where both teams will start to shorten the bench. Skripnik, a pass almost found Trofimov. Just hopped over his stick. Theron back after it. He gains into the Rattlers, then puts a shot on goal that just scorches wide. Stopped perfectly for Theron's pickup to the blue line. Chartier trying to find the captain. It comes down low to Rochon. Had his pocket picked there by Rodskov. To the blue line now, it's Boucher. Try to get a shot through, but it's blocked by Skripnik. Puck does come out of the zone. Gagnon hustling back to make a play to Theron. He can find the captain, and out he skates. Through center, dumps it wide. Rodskov picking the puck up now with 1:30 to go in the third period. Pass through center, knife down and picked up by Ethan Bork. Here he comes, 5 and white. Ethan Bork got a shot away. It's deflected up by Di Damaso, but it stays in. Dylan Henry back down low. The Pirates with some good pressure here. Alfred Malm separating his man from the puck, and the Rattlers can start in. 1:05 to go here in the third period. A pass for Alfred Malm, and it's just out of the reach on a good play there by Chartier. Tyler Baxter. Hunter Godmer redirects in. Beausoleil will calmly elect to get a face-off here. Timeout has been called by the Ville Marie Pirates. Coming into tonight's contest, the Pirates' leading point getter in the playoffs was number 8, Jordan Riviere, and he's picked himself up a few points, as I believe every player on the Ville Marie Pirates have picked up a point here tonight. 7 goals aside for both teams here in this third period with 53 seconds to go, and for the Bradford Rattlers coming into this game too, Jesper Eriksson. So both players donning the number 8 on the back of their sweaters are leading their team here in playoff points, and both of those players are out on the ice right now. Riviere for the Pirates, Eriksson for the Rattlers. It's the captain, Xavier Gagnon, taking the face off, and he's able to win it, but Levitsky can steal it for the high slot, blocked there by Theron, and it's up and out of play. Huge shot block by Gabriel Theron. The Lassar, Quebec native, sacrificing the body there. .48 seconds, time remaining in this third period. Do we have overtime looming, or can we find a hero within these 45 seconds of play? Gabriel Theron will settle everything down to make a calm pass up the gut to Riviere. That's the man who you want the puck on this stick. Riviere makes a pass, a centering feed in front. Shot never got through. Riviere breaks the check there by Baxter. Jesper Eriksson. The pass across to Rodin. A hard one to Levitsky. Might have a chance here. Levitsky tried to toe jig around Theron, but he read it. Up the other way it goes. Riviere, and a battle there with Baxter. Riviere holds it wide, try to feed it in front there, but Eriksson went down to block that passing lane. Bork turned his back over to Rodin, try to shield the puck. It comes to Levitsky with 5 seconds to go. A nice move by Levitsky, and he just ran out of room before being bowled over there by Gagnon. And the Rattlers are incensed. For the second straight playoff game here in Bradford, we go to overtime. The last overtime game was the Rattlers and the Titans. Game 3 here from the BWG. Danila Filipov scored the game winner. He scored the series winner to get the Rattlers to the situation they are right now. Rattlers lead 1-0 in the series. The Pirates, if they score here, they send it back to Ville Marie, tied up at 1 game apiece. The Rattlers looking to take a dominant 2-0 series lead. It's Godmer and Gagnon on the face-off, and overtime starts for 5 minutes. We will play 4-on-4. Lead pass up ahead, it's Roshan trying to get by Danila Filipov. He watches his every move as those two players go into the corner. Filipov takes down his man there. Always be wary of Filipov. He loves to join offensively. Gets hacked there, but Trofimov's then on the backhand, and he shot it off the side of the cage. Filipov try to step up his man there. Puck goes wide across for Roshan, who was stood up there by Eriksson. Those two players separate, and so it's Danila Filipov. And why not have the puck? A nice move there by Godmer getting around his man. Hunter Godmer winning it off the post! And back the other way comes Riviere for the Pirates. He's able to skate up to it first around Erickson. Sharp angle bid, and that just missed. Rattlers all that close to getting the game-winning goal here in overtime. Picked up by Steven Levitsky. Here he comes, trying to get by Swallow. Levitsky still with the puck now. Swallow goes down. Steven Levitsky back over to Hunter Godmer. He'll test a shot on goal to Beausoleil, who can steer it into the corner. Levitsky is tied up there with Bork. They've been battling all throughout this game. Bork without a stick. He's able to gather it now. Puck does get by Tyler Baxter. Rattlers playing with 5 defensemen here tonight as the captain, Julian McCarthy, went down with an injury in the first period, and he has yet to return. Levitsky met by 2 players of the Ville Marie Pirates. Musi with some little room here. Picked off by Dylan Henry, number 13 in white for Ville Marie. He'll start from behind his cage with 13:10 to go here in overtime. Dylan Henry trying to get by the Rattlers. He gets by Baxter, who watches every move. Good read there defensively by Tyler Baxter. Linesman gets in the way of the Sven Musi play. He's able to work it back down low for Dylan DiDamaso. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in overtime. Tyler Baxter has some room to skate in here. He'll take it. Pass across to Trofimov. He's able to get by Boucher. Georgi Trofimov cutting wide. Gets hauled down, but play will continue. The captain, Xavier Gagnon, didn't clear the zone. Erickson got a shot on goal, kicked out easily by Beausoleil. Theron whipped it across. It's Boucher, can flip it into the high slot area. The captain, Gagnon, made a beautiful pass, and out come the Pirates. Jordan Rochon trying to get by Filipov. Beautiful read there by Danila. He makes the pass for Erickson. Elevators it back into the corner boards. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go here in overtime in this game too. Steven Levitsky, what a move, he cuts in, stop, rebound, oh, and it was blocked in front by Theron. What a block by the Pirates. It's Hunter Godmer, however. He has it now. Try to work it away from Gagnon, and Godmer is back after it. Godmer closed off in a hurry there by Rochon. Long shot from the range. Got shielded and gloved on by Theron. Breakaway pass here. Jordan Rochon with the game on a stick, and he shot it wide. Jesper Eriksson, he steals. He's able to get it over to Steven Levitsky. A chip pass for Eriksson. Back to Levitsky. Danila Filipov back for Eriksson. Can't get a trigger pull. Hunter Godmer shoots, and he just turned it wide. Taylor J. Swallow picks it up off the corner boards, and he has it. Whips it around for Filipov. He's tied up there with Rochon. Hunter Godmer tried to play it on the back end pass. He couldn't do so, and so Steven Levitsky handles it. Approaching the 1 minute mark of this overtime period. Perhaps a shootout looming between these two teams to decide game 2. Dylan Henry takes the shot, went wide of Balazs. DiDamaso after it. Riviere in a battle there with DiDamaso. They meet behind the net for Henry. A shot, and he just turned it wide. Balazs may have got a piece of it with the blocker. It comes up to the blue line, comes out of the zone. 45 seconds to go here in overtime. Taylor J. Swallow gets a shot on goal into the breadbasket of Oliver Balazs. Out of all my years covering the Bradford Rattlers, announcing the games, I have never seen a more entertaining game than what we are all witnessing right now. 38 seconds remain in overtime. DiDamaso. A little bit of a scary play developing for the Rattlers, but no harm done as Balazs is able to make the save with 34 seconds to go. They throw up the overtime hero from last round. It's Danila Filipov, who in my opinion has been the Bradford Rattlers' best defenseman all year long. Sven Musi right to Filipov. Filipov over for Musi. Whenever Danila has the puck, you can just automatically assume something good is going to happen. Musi gets hauled down. Play will continue. 20 seconds to go in overtime. Chartier try to escape it free, and now skating up with the puck now is Gabriel Theron. He's able to play it across to Matthias Chartier. Try to bank it off Balaj with 10 seconds to go. Fair in a drive. Blocked out by Balaj. Rebound loose. Try to find Tarasevic back down low. 4 seconds to go. Castellano try to play it off the boards. And this will end overtime. To the delight of many, I assume, this game will end in a shootout. I gotta say, I am not a fan of this rule, but it is what it is. We have a shootout to determine the winner of Game 2, Round 3. Either the Bradford Rattlers take a 2-0 series lead, or the Ville Marie Pirates will tie it up at 1 heading back to Quebec. The goaltenders for the shootout, number 33, Emile Bussolet, native of Terrebonne, Quebec. For the Bradford Rattlers, it's number 1, it's Oliver Balaj, native of Budapest, Hungary. Bit of a shaky game for both goalies. 7 goals have been scored aside here tonight. Overtime solved nothing. We will do this in a shootout. I believe it is the Ville Marie Pirates who will get to shoot first. Don't be surprised if the first shooter for the Pirates is Jordan Riviere. For the Bradford Rattlers, you have a lot of options at your disposal here. Ville Marie Pirates will shoot first. It's Oliver Lamont. I beg your pardon. It's Steven Levitsky shooting first here in the shootout. He will go one-on-one with Bussolet. Getting a talk over from the official, Steven Levitsky against Emile Bussolet. Levitsky picks up the puck for the Rattlers. He gains it into the zone, comes in slowly. Levitsky forehand in front, and he just shot it wide. Bussolet ran him out of real estate. Olivier Lamont will shoot first for the Ville Marie Pirates. He will go one-on-one with the netminder Oliver Balaj, looking for the first goal here in the shootout. Lamont picks up the puck and makes his way towards Balaj, who will shoot and stop by Balaj. Jakob Rodin, the next shooter for the Bradford Rattlers, and he will start right from the blue line. Rodin picks it up through center, gains his way in, fakes a slap shot, tried to put it in between the legs, but Bussolet covering the lower part of the net as he's done so many times here in this contest. Baptiste Chartier, the next shooter up, number 91 in white for the Ville Marie Pirates, looking for the first goal of the shootout, and this could be big. Chartier with a head of speed. He'll shoot, kicked out by Balaj. Hunter Godmer with a chance here to put the game away. Calmly slows down into the backhand and scores! Huge goal for the Bradford Rattlers. Xavier Gagnon has to score, or it's all over. Xavier Gagnon, the captain, picks up the puck and heads towards Balaj. Gagnon, the backhander, stopped by Balaj! Oliver Balaj wins the game for the Bradford Rattlers. He was perfect in the overtime. He was perfect in the shootout. The Bradford Rattlers win by a score of 8-7 and take a 2-0 series lead over the Ville Marie Pirates. The shootout goal scorer, Hunter Godmere. Game-winning save, Oliver Balaj. And the Bradford Rattlers exit the ice surface with a well-deserved win in the overtime. And in my opinion, one of the greatest games I have ever seen here in Bradford. That will do it here for tonight. So for Nick Stella and the Bradford Rattlers organization, we bid you all a good hockey night. For now.